A girl named Elena was extremely happy because after a whole year she was finally going to meet her boyfriend. She got into her car and started driving toward him. The route she took was extremely dangerous and isolated. Halfway there, Elena spotted a small gift shop by the roadside. She stopped, went inside, and bought a gift for her boyfriend. After that, she took a selfie with the gift in her car and sent it to him with a sweet message. Then, she hit the road again. Suddenly, a man jumped out in front of her car. To avoid hitting him, Elena swerved hard. The car lost balance, skidded off the road, and crashed down the slope. The man on the road was unharmed, but the car was wrecked. Elena climbed out of the car and ran toward the man to check if he was okay. But just then, a few more men appeared out of nowhere and surrounded her. They started harassing and grabbing her. Terrified, Elena tried to run, but one of the men pulled out a gun and shot her in the leg. She collapsed in agony. The men picked her up, threw her into their vehicle, and took her to a deserted, abandoned place. There, they tied her tightly with barbed wire. Every movement made the wire cut deeper into her skin, causing unbearable pain. Then they began torturing her brutally, beating her, burning her, and worse. Elena screamed and writhed in pain. Hours passed, and when Elena still hadn't reached her boyfriend, he grew extremely worried. He checked her live location on his phone, saw it had stopped in the middle of nowhere, and immediately called the police, begging them to find her. Meanwhile, the gang continued taking turns physically and sexually assaulting her. Elena's condition was deteriorating fast. She was barely conscious. One of the men laughed and told her, "You're not the first girl we've done this to." He then showed her a corner of the room filled with the severed heads of numerous young women they had killed before her. Seeing all those heads and hearing his words, Elena was overcome with pure terror. Another man said, "We've had enough fun. No need to torture her more. Just finish her off." They were talking in the next room, but Elena, tied up nearby, heard every word. The moment she realized they were about to kill her, adrenaline kicked in. Despite the excruciating pain, she started twisting and pulling against the barbed wire until she managed to free herself. Blood poured from her wounds, but she was loose. She limped and stumbled toward the exit. At the same time, one of the men grabbed a knife, walked into the room to kill her, and found it empty. He immediately started searching. In the darkness outside, he spotted Elena desperately trying to escape. He ran after her, caught her easily, and slit her throat right there. Elena collapsed and died alone in the dirt, never making it to her boyfriend.